I've never shared this story, but I think the time is now. For years, I was so angry with myself. And I was angry because I stayed in situations that diminished me, that made me abandon myself, that made me deeply unhappy. And I stayed anyway. I gave up my dream of becoming a doctor to please the person I was with. And years later, people will say to me, "You could have been a doctor." In fact, I got loads of confirmations, including my mother, telling me, "You could have been a doctor." And the time I tried, the window had closed. My life had changed in ways that meant I couldn't pursue medicine without it affecting my role as a parent. And I was furious with myself. Why did I do that to myself? Imagine that. 10 years of silence. 10 years of silence that don't actually reward you. So out of that anger, the Confidence Collective was born because I realized I didn't have the ability to speak up to advocate for myself. Instead of believing in my own capabilities, I second guessed everything. I told myself one day things will change. My partner will come around, he'll support me. So I stayed quiet. I was in a relationship that wasn't aligned with my values, wasn't aligned with who I truly was or where I wanted to go in life. But I stayed out of fear. But when I finally voiced what I wanted in that relationship, my partner left. 10 years of sacrifice, guys, and it didn't matter. Dream shattered. Hope gone. Future done. And I can't only blame them because I was never advocating for myself. All along, they thought I wasn't bored with the story. But there was this voice inside me that kept whispering, "This isn't the life you're meant to live. There's more for you. Stop making yourself small. Stop shrinking." And it took me 10 years. 10 years to finally let that voice speak. Now, enter heartbreak and trying to rebuild. And boy, did I go through heartbreak. The pain of abandoning myself for so long, the pain of accepting a new normal, of finding my identity again, of starting over, boy, was it painful. Boy, did I feel dumb. Did I feel stupid? Like, I told you so. But out of that, I've met a woman I absolutely love. She stands up for herself. She knows who she is and what she wants, and she goes for it. And if something isn't working, she pivots. She takes chances. She knows a woman is allowed to change her mind, allowed to express herself, allowed to evolve, allowed to grow. A woman is allowed to take up space. So why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story so that you know that the Confidence Collective was birthed from somewhere real. I never had confidence. I let everyone else's voice be louder than mine, my family, my culture, my religion, friends, until I decided, you can have an opinion. And I know which way my life is calling me, and I'm going to answer that call. Even if it disappoints some people, it's not personal, but the expansion, the growth, the harmony, the freedom and joy that come from answering that call, to me, that's second to none. If you've been in a place where you felt like you were in a cage and you're finally out of the cage, let me tell you, there is no attractive cage you can entice me and tell me to be in. I value my freedom. I value my liberation. I value the ability to live a life that I want to live, doing the things that I want to do, fully expressing, being who I am unapologetically. And I want you to experience that too. That's why I'm inviting you into the Confidence Collective, a place to fully flourish into your true authentic voice, your true identity. No more second guessing. You get to master your own voice. Those dreams that you have that never seem to die. I want you to know that they're waiting for you. That's why they keep coming to nudge you, because they're always meant for you to carry. And it's interesting that no matter what, you still have those desires, those dreams. Anyway, I want to welcome you into my community. And if you've not joined, please join us. And also, if this has impacted you, I welcome you to comment in the comment section. Thank you so much, Coach Fatima. Ciao, ciao.